Hey friends, I am going to try and keep this to a 2-minute video. I've been making a list of common challenges as we work through our Google Sites introduction here. I'm going to go over linking assignments, whether you're using a PDF or trying to insert a Google form. I'll do a different one as far as linking to Google Classroom. Along the way, we'll look at previewing and inserting and deleting sections and looking at pages. So hopefully all of those things will be helpful. So I'm messing around in Leedy's site because I know she's not going to be mad at me if I mess it up and have to Control Z undo all the things. So on her site, I'm going to cruise over here to her pages. And the page I'm going to mess with happens to be a reading page because we're going to pretend like we're creating a reading assignment. She might want some of this text here, so I'm not going to delete it. I'm just going to go down here to the bottom and I'm going to add a section. So I'm going to go up here to this insert button and click on that. And I think I want to add two things next to each other. So I'm going to select that layout and I'm simply going to click on it. And then what I did is I went into my Drive, and you may want to watch these videos in order because the last video I did was how to create a folder in Google Drive. So I went into my Drive and I just put a random PDF in there and I created a form that pretend goes with that PDF. And I'm going to put them side by side in this page as if this was an assignment that I wanted to have regularly or just for today. So I'm going to click on that button there. And I can upload something directly from my computer. So if I have a document on my computer, I can do that. It's really nice to have everything saved in one spot with the same permissions on Google Drive. So that's my preference. So I'm going to cruise right down here to Drive. And over here on the right-hand side, it updates my menu to my Drive. And so I'm going to go in here to Google Sites from Jewett. And I created this Screencastify folder within that. So that I knew where all my fake documents were. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to insert this PDF right here. And so it's going to have me use this insert button, which just popped up when I clicked on that PDF. Super simple. And then it's right here. It puts in this automatic scrolling bar for you. And I don't really want to scroll. And so I'm going to get rid of part of this. So I just clicked in this text part and I don't really like the text below it. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. It's only highlighting that part in blue. Delete it. Don't like it. Same thing. I don't really want the text here either. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure just that part's highlighted in blue. Delete. And then I want to see this whole document at once. So I'm going to click on the corner here. And then I'm going to drag it down until it's the size I want it to be, until I can see this whole document without having to scroll on either side. And it looks like right about there is right. So that looks good. It's going to take a minute to make it the right size. It's not quite big enough, so I'm going to make it even a smidge larger. So that it looks equidistant because I'm like that. So that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to click off of it, make sure it looks how I want. Oh, it's so beautiful. Now I'm going to cruise over here. And in this one, I want to add a Google form that I made. And theoretically, these two things are linked together. So maybe they look at and read the PDF and then they answer some questions in the Google form. So again, I'm going to click on that plus sign and I'm going to go down to my Drive. And I'm going to go over here. I just put this in here and it automatically pulls up the folder I've been most recently working from, which is really convenient. I don't have to go through all the folders to get to the same things. And I'm going to click on that guy and then I'm going to cruise down here to my insert again. Hold on, my little video guy is right on top of it. There we go. And I like it. Again, I'm not super thrilled with the text here. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Same thing with this little text thing here. And then I can make my form maybe the same size as that document, which makes sense to me. I can make it smaller, I can make it larger. If it had more questions, I can make it longer. It'll create its own scroll bar in there. And so looks pretty good, but I would really want to see how students view it. So if I come up here to this right here, this button is my preview button. So if I click on there without having to publish, I'm going to be able to cruise down and look at what that looks like because I didn't delete all the things above it. So let's see, it's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and close this and I'm going to go in, I'm going to publish that bad boy and call it good. All right, hopefully that's helpful. Let me know what else you need to know and we will make it happen.